Hello YouTube, welcome to this video about the name of the game. I'm going to try and keep this video very simple because it's so blooming complicated. Broadly speaking, there are two versions of the name of the game in existence. There's the edited version, which first appeared to UK users in 1983 on ABBA the singles the first 10 years, and I remember being very miffed about the edit when that came out, because no one was explaining why, or at least saying this is a promo edit or something like that. And secondly, there's the full version, which is the original version, was on the 7-inch single and obviously the 12-inch album LP. The remasters of the name of the game on the album have been variously butchered in different ways. You need to check with Moats Piano 2, aka Rudolph, because he has detailed quite a lot of this. He discusses the ABBA remasters, and I'll put the link up in my info box, and I'll also put up the link to his website that's under construction. This video is focusing solely on the UK Gold version as mastered by Tretow in '92. Later editions have got various different Astley incarnations of the full version of the name of the game. There is no Tretow full version of the name of the game, which I think is a shame, because apart from the stereo position issue, his masters tended to be quite nice. I'm very grateful to Julian, YouTube user Tuska Tomfisk, for sending me the list of anomalies that he's found on the name of the game. He's listened in Oops, I haven't yet, so there are a couple of things that he's noticed in Oops that I'm going to point out from headphone listening. Now, at 11 seconds then, he's noted a very obvious edit in Oops. It's also quite obvious in headphones if you know what to listen for. And what it is an electric guitar chord that has the attack missing, so it just sort of blends in without it. It's very harmonious, but it's an edit nonetheless. And on the Gold edition, it is on the left-hand side. Right here, Julian's noted what he calls a crackle on the right-hand side. I would say it's probably more like a popping noise. And if anybody knows the song "Lovely Rita," which appears on the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album, you'll know that an intended sound effect where Paul sings "Took her out, tried to win her, had a laugh and over dinner," and then suddenly you hear like a champagne cork popping. It's that sort of sound that appears here, except that it is an unintended effect. There's also one at 36 seconds as well. Now, if I'm right here, there are 3 acoustic guitars playing. There's one on the left, one on the right, and one centre right. Now, at 1 minute 4 seconds, centre right, there's a very abrupt strum, like it's been cut off or spliced mid-strum. There's also a similar one that Julian has pointed out at 1 minute 16 seconds. The strumming gets very sort of rough there and quite loud, and so it's quite hard to spot at that point, but it is there. It gets a bit messy on the left-hand side, actually, because we're about to go into a new section of the song, and there's probably been an edit made there in that guitar part. There's a slightly dodgy trumpet entry, I think, here. It doesn't sound quite as confident as you think it might do. Whether or not it's bad playing or a bad overdub that's been flown in, I don't know. Hello, I've got my hand over my head. I'm trying to shield out the sun here. We've actually decided to have some sunshine. And at 2:21 then, this is one that I can't spot. It's Julian has said, it sounds like the guitarist's hand slipped off the guitar for a second. Now, I don't really know what he means. And also, I'm not sure whether it's on headphones or out of phase. He might like to come back to us on that one. Now, at 2:58, there's been a splice, and as a result of that splice, the word me has been extended very minutely. There's a small trail of an earlier take of Laugh at Me that is still audible in the left channel, just as the main phrase finishes. And you think it's finished, and then suddenly there's a little extra E that comes in your left ear. Right, Julian reports here that in Oops you can hear 2 crackles. On the right hand side, you can hear like another poppy sound in headphones. Okay, finally, at 3 minutes 30, Julian has reported some crackling, and I report that at 3:42:43 there's some crackling which is more audible. I could just about hear a crackle at 3:30, but it's very, very evident at 3:42:43.